Hundreds of thousands of inmates in the United States have found a sense of community and solace in Islam.
I pulled up my passport, says the same thing as your passport says, United States of America.
I believe that the Islam religion is the best religion for our people because it creates...
Takbir!
What do WWE wrestler MVP, hip-hop artist Kevin Gates, Mike Tyson, and civil rights activist Malcolm X have in common? They are all African Americans who converted to Islam while in prison. Today at the Illumination, we will talk about an interesting trend that has been occurring in the United States of America. We are talking about the increasing number of African Americans accepting Islam, especially in the prisons. The fact that there's a whole Wikipedia page dedicated to conversion to Islam in U.S. prisons speaks for itself. According to a 2003 estimate by FBI, there are 350,000 Muslims in federal, state, and local prison, about 30,000 to 40,000 convert every year. A 2017 Pew Research survey revealed that black people comprise 20% of the overall Muslim population in the country. This might not seem a lot, but here's an interesting statistic. About half of black Muslims, 49%, chose to become Muslims through conversion, a notably higher rate compared to only 15% of non-black Muslims who converted to Islam. In contrast, only 6% of Christians among the black population are converts to Christianity. So, what draws black Americans to Islam more than any other racial group? We will explore some thought-provoking reasons in this video. Also, if you're new to the channel, make sure you're subscribed.
يا نفس إن لم تظفري لا تجزعي يا نفس إن لم تظفري لا تجزعي.
One white man named Lincoln supposedly fought the Civil War to solve the race problem, and the problem is still here. Another white man named Lincoln, again the same white man, issued the Emancipation Proclamation to solve the race problem, and the problem is still here. Some more white liberals came along with the 13th, 14th, and 5th Amendments, which were supposed to solve the race problem. The problem is still here. 9 years ago, 9 more white liberals, so-called, came up with what they call a Supreme Court desegregation decision, and the problem is still here.
When talking about Islam among the black people in the U.S., it's extremely important to talk about Malcolm X. This charming personality might have been killed 60 years ago, but his influence still lives on. His legacy motivates people to learn about Islam as the only solution to the race problem in America.
When I was on the pilgrimage, I had close contact with Muslims whose skin would in America be classified as white, and with Muslims who themselves would be classified as white in America. But these particular Muslims didn't call themselves white. They looked upon themselves as human beings, as part of the human family.
Prayed to Allah from Mount Arafat. It was the only time in my life that I stood before the Creator of all and felt like a complete human being.
Witnessing the unity among Muslims of all races during Hajj, Malcolm X underwent a deep change in his outlook on race. His post-Hajj views emphasize that Islam is not just a way of life, it is the only solution to the deeply rooted issue of racism in America. Islam's uncompromising commitment to equality has been attracting people of African descent like Bilal ibn Rabah, who was the first person of known African ancestry to become a Muslim, roughly 1,400 years ago, to the last person of African descent.
I have a question. Muhammad teaches you a slave is equal to his master. Is Black Bilal, whom I paid money for, equal to me?
Yes. Muhammad says.
Islam has a strong and an uncompromising commitment to equality. This commitment has drawn people of African descent for centuries, from Bilal ibn Rabah, the first known African Muslim 1,400 years ago, to individuals today. Also, in the Prophet's last sermon, a clear declaration was made: no superiority based on race or color. No white is superior to a black, and no black is superior to a white. For African Americans converting to Islam, this message becomes a refuge, a sanctuary where they are judged not by their appearance but by their character.
500 African American Muslims worship here, just as many before them have worshipped since the 1930s. While the women greet each other inside the sisters' room, the kitchen crew rushes to serve a Ramadan dinner of chicken and rice with baked beans. For Ibrahim Mumin, the great-grandson of a slave, Ramadan is an important opportunity to share his faith with non-Muslims.
Talking about the communal embrace within Islam. We see that in the Muslim community, mosques serve as more than places of worship. They transform into sanctuaries where individuals, irrespective of their background, converge under a shared purpose. These are the places where all physical differences break down and every person stands equal in front of one true God. Islam offers African Americans the opportunity to adopt a new identity, unburdened by the weight of a history plagued by racism. Embracing Islamic names and practices becomes a bold declaration of liberation from a painful past. Plus, the emotional support from fellow Muslims make them feel loved, respected, and valued. If this content resonates with you, express it through a like, subscribe for more in-depth discussions, and share your thoughts in the comments.